Hello friends, welcome to Finance MCQ. I am Neha Singh. Today we will discuss about communication, which is part of management subject, technical syllabus, paper 2 of your SEBI Grade A Exam, general stream. So let's begin. We will see the definition of communication first, which states, communication is the sum of all things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the mind of another. It involves systematic and continuous process of telling, listening and understanding. Friends, let me explain the word communication in simple English. The word communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which means common, which subsequently implies common understanding. Communication is defined in different ways. Generally, it is understood as a process of exchange of ideas, views, facts, feelings, etc. We will move on to the next slide, which is element of communication. Let us see the first element, which states sender. Friends, sender means the person who conveys his or her thoughts to the receiver. The sender represents the source of communication. Next element is message. It is the content of ideas, feeling, suggestion, order, etc. intended to be communicated. Next element is encoding. Is the process of converting the message into communication symbols such as words, pictures, gestures, etc. Next is media. It is the path through which encoded message is transmitted to receiver. The channel may be in written form, face-to-face, phone call, internet, etc. Decoding. It is the process of converting encoded symbols of the sender. Receiver, the person who receives communication of the sender. Feedback and noise. It includes all those actions of receiver in indicating that he has received and understood the message of sender. And noise means obstruction or hindrance to the communication. Now we will move to the next slide, which is about importance of communication, and let us see the first importance, which states act as basis of coordination. Communication act as basis of coordination. It provides coordination among departments, activities and persons in the organization. Next importance of communication is helps in smooth working of an enterprise and decision making. Friends, communication makes possible for the smooth and unrestricted working of the enterprise. Fourth is promotes cooperation and industrial peace. Efficient operation is the aim of all prudent management. It may be possible only when there is industrial peace in the factory and mutual cooperation between management and the workers. And the fourth and the last importance of communication is communication establishes effective leadership and boosts morale. Friends, communication is the basis of leadership. Effective communication helps to influence subordinate. An efficient system of communication enables management to motivate, influence, and satisfy the subordinate. Good communication assists the worker in their adjustment with the physical and social aspect of work. Now we will move to the next slide, which is about types of communication, and let us see the first type of communication, that is formal communication. Friends, formal communication flows through official channels designed in the organization chart. This communication may take place between superior and subordinate, a subordinate or superior, or among some employees or managers. The communications may be oral or written, but generally recorded and filed in the office. The second type of communication is informal communication. Communication that takes place without the formal lines of communication is said to be informal communication. Informal system of communication is generally referred as the grapevine because it spreads throughout the organization with its branches going out in all directions. Now we will see the next topic, that is barriers of communication, and let us see the first barrier, which is semantic barrier. Friends, semantic is the branch of linguistics dealing with the meaning of words and sentences. Semantic barriers are concerned with problems and obstructions in the process of encoding and decoding of messages into words or impressions. Normally, such barriers result on account of use of wrong words, faulty translation, different interpretations, etc. The next type of barrier for communication is psychological barrier. Emotional or psychological factors act as a barrier to communication. For example, a worried person cannot communicate properly and an angry receiver cannot understand the real meaning of the message. The state of mind in both sender and receiver of communication reflects in the effective communication. The next type of barrier is organizational barrier. The factor related to organization structure, authority relationship, rules and regulations may sometimes act as barrier to effective communication. And the last type of barrier of communication is personal barriers. The personal factors of both sender and receiver may exert influence on effective communication. Now we will see the next topic, which is the last topic for today, which is improving communication effectiveness. And the first point is clarifies the ideas before communication. Second is communicate according to the needs of receiver. Consult others before communicating. Be aware of language, tone, and content of message. Convey things of help and value to listeners. And the last is feedback and be a good listener. Friends, the barrier to effective communication exists in all organizations to a greater or lesser degree. Organizations keen on developing effective communication should adopt suitable measures to overcome the barriers and improve communication effectiveness. Friends, let us see the topics which we have covered today. We have seen the definition of communication, elements and importance of communication, types of communications, barriers of communications, improving communications effectively. Friends, I have tried to cover all important points from the topic organization, which I feel is important and relevant for your SEBI Grade A exam general stream. Friends, if you want to practice MCQ questions related to today's topic, please visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire technical syllabus of SEBI Grade A exam in MCQ format. It has 2000 plus subject-wise, topic-wise MCQ questions to practice. Further, we have added the clarification for the correct answer wherever required. We also have 25 test series to practice for paper 2. So friends, do visit Finance MCQ website to practice your technical syllabus. That's all for today's video, friend. Thank you so much. I will come up with new video. Till then, take care. Thank you for watching.